Greetings, everybody. Now, I don't know if this is relevant today. This is an article that came out May 23rd, 2015 by Press Corps. Alright, I'm going to read it, and like I said, I don't know if it actually is technology being used today, but I kind of think it is, so that's why I'm making this video. The U.S. Air Force redeploys X-37B climate chaos, earthquake, and tsunami inducing orbital HAARP weapon. There it is. That's the X-37B orbital HAARP. I've known that they've had mobile HAARPs on the oceans. I've seen them with my own eyes. I should have known they would have put one up in, a few of these satellites up there too, near Earth, because that's the only place where satellites can possibly be. All right, so let's read what this is. I hate all that extra wording on the right side. All right, that's better. So, the U.S. Air Force is preparing, now remember, this is 2015, so this has already been done. The U.S. Air Force is preparing to execute a climate chaos event to facilitate the Vatican and UN climate change New World Order agenda. The U.S. Air Force Space Command redeployed their weather-modifying and earthquake-inducing orbital HAARP, called the X-37B, aboard an Atlas V rocket, May 20th, 2015. And all these earthquakes we're getting, all over the place, every day there's earthquakes. You look at the global incident map, there are earthquakes, especially around Kodiak, Alaska right now. And we do know that they have a HAARP facility out there. So, it says right here, earthquake inducing. Okay, so orbital HAARP called the X-37B aboard the Atlas V rocket on May 20th, 2015. The AFSP-C5 mission is highly classified. That's why I'm reading it to you right now. It's so classified. Anyway, the X-37B previous mission was tracked in real time here. I'm afraid to click on it. Let me pause. No, it's not working, of course. So anyways, whatever. The X-37B OTV-4 USA 261 mission can be tracked in real time here. Okay. You guys can just watch the video and click on this yourselves. Or, I'll leave the link to this in the description box. So, you can keep track of the X-37B orbital HAARP as it is positioned in an orbit over a target and causes climate chaos or induces a catastrophic earthquake and tsunami using its weather manipulation and earthquake-inducing X-band laser beaming technology. There you go. This certainly explains to me why we are having such a swarm of earthquakes all over Earth. Alright? Don't have to be a rocket scientist, no pun intended, to figure this simple ABC shit out. Okay, so the U.S. Air Force developed X-37B as an orbiting HAARP weapon system. Yep, there's that word again, weapon. Because of its capabilities in causing both widespread and localized destruction by either manipulating the weather and causing climate change. So, when people say climate change, yes, I will agree. Climate is being changed by some evil powers that should not be in existence. All right. So, anytime you see that word climate change, yes, it is changing, but not naturally, or inducing earthquakes and tsunamis. Boy, I pretty much can end this video right here and right now. Here we go. The X-37B is classified as a weapon of mass destruction, banned by an international treaty, Environmental Modification Convention, ENMOD. Yeah, well, no wonder George Bush couldn't find those weapons of mass destruction. They were up in space. He was looking in the wrong direction, reading his My Pet Goat book to children. Oh, boy. Talk about dumb.
And the back line.
Okay, the X-37B was developed by the U.S. Air Force to replace the Alaska land-based HAARP, except it didn't replace it. It was an addition to. The Alaska land-based HAARP is still active. Just look at all those induced earthquakes going on around Kodiak. And this is simple dog shit, simple stuff. Alright, so. I love researching. I enjoy this shit. To the U.S. Air Force to replace the Alaska land-based HAARP and achieve the goal of prompt global strike. A United States military effort to develop a system that can deliver a precision-guided conventional weapon airstrike anywhere in the world within an hour. That could be those DO weapons. Alright, remember, this is a 2015 article. So, up to speed now, 2018, 3 years later from this article, we have DO weapons. So, they have improved their weaponry. Let's see. A United States military effort to develop a system that can deliver precision-guided conventional weapon airstrike anywhere in the world within an hour, in a similar manner to a nuclear ICBM. The X-37B can be precision-guided and deliver an airstrike anywhere in the world from orbit. Alright, so space is weaponized, you guys. Space has officially been weaponized. How is the X-37B an orbital HAARP weapon system? Alright, the X and the B of the X-37B stands for X-band. X-band is a segment of the micro-radio region of the electromagnetic spectrum. X-band is used in radar applications including continuous wave, pulsed, single polarization, dual polarization, synthetic aperture radar, and phased arrays, or HAARP. The orbiting X-37B is outfitted with an active directional X-band beaming phased array, making it a Star Wars weapon. Right there. Space is weaponized. Alright. So, it's confirmed. Okay. Phased arrays creates a very narrow beam aimed electronically to precisely and rapidly scan or focus energy on the ionosphere and steer the jet stream, or create and steer hurricanes and tornadoes, or on land and trigger an earthquake, or at sea and trigger an earthquake-induced tsunami. So if you guys out there don't think they've got the technology to create all these earthquakes and tsunamis, do some more research. All right? Do some more research. Don't just trust your favorite YouTube channels. You know, you've got a Google search bar. Use it. All right? Anyways, steer the jet stream or create and steer hurricanes or tornadoes and trigger an earthquake. Earthquake, the 37, right here in the X37B, refers to the scintillation index at X band. M equals 0.37. Alright, we've got a U.S. patent here. We've got the patent. Okay, the orbiting X37B X-band phased array antenna consists of thousands of antenna driven by transmit/receive TR modules. TR modules are multifunctional circuits that can transmit, receive, and amplify signals. While in orbit, the unmanned X-37B can be precision guided remotely by the United States military to any part of the globe and positioned to heat up an ionosphere above a target area and create climate chaos. I didn't say it. They're admitting it. Both widespread or localized extreme weather conditions, or bombard the Earth below with either X-band microwave energy or tungsten kinetic energy projectiles, and trigger an earthquake. Am I getting my point across here? In tsunamis. U.S. Patent 4686605. 5A provides us with concrete evidence and a scientifically proven correlation between seismic activity and the ionosphere through the control of radio frequencies, artificially induced force fields, which HAARP was designed and built to do. HAARP patents gives concrete and irrefutable evidence that they were built not only for the ionosphere heating weather modification, simulate fake climate change, but to induce earthquakes and tsunamis. By transmitting earthquake-inducing radio frequencies into the ground or ocean and cause changes to the Earth's magnetic field. Let's see how many patents we're going to go through here. Oh, not too many. Okay. Okay, so that was patent 4686605A. 46. Okay, well, I think they're the same. Patent number 4686605A claims, states, excuse me, the Earth's natural magnetic field could be significantly altered in a controlled manner by plasma beta effects. The Earth's magnetic field could be decreased or disrupted at appropriate altitudes to modify or eliminate the magnetic field. This is mind-boggling, I'm telling you. This bunch of dweebs out there trying to play creator. Boy. Anyway, oh, look at that, another patent down there. Anyway, let's read this one. To modify or eliminate the magnetic field, the present invention can be formed or simulate, and or perform the same function as performed by the detonation of a HEAV-type nuclear device without actually having to detonate such device. HEAV defined as lift or haul a heavy thing such as Earth's crust with great effort, or to move up and down as one of 6 degrees of freedom. U.S. Patent 4686605A is stating that the invention technology can stimulate, I'm sorry, I keep saying that, simulate, and or perform the same functions as performed by the detonation of a nuclear bomb, by generating destructive, heaving, seismic waves. I'm sorry, I have to say it. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, monkey. They are doing this shit. I already knew it. Alright. But now I found a patent for it. Holy shit. These guys are frickin' diabolical. An earthquake is defined as a sudden release of energy in the earth. I'm gonna have a patty quake here pretty soon. Yep, I'm shaking. I am fucking shaking, man. There we go. HAARP just gave me a patty quake. Ah, shoot. Uh-oh. Tsunami. I'm sorry, this is just mind-boggling stuff. Alright, an earthquake is defined as a sudden release of energy in the Earth's crust or upper mantle, usually caused by movement along a fault plane or by volcanic activity, and resulting in the generation of seismic waves, which can be destructive. A tsunami is defined as a long, well, we already know that. A tsunami is defined as a long, high sea level wave caused by an earthquake, submarine landslide, or other disturbance such as HAARP, U.S. Patent 4686605. Before the X-37B was built, they induced earthquakes and tsunamis by beaming the earthquake frequency 2.5 hertz into an ionosphere from the ground-based HAARP, Alaska, or the U.S. Navy sea-HAARP, sea-based HAARP SBX-1. And I'm going to show you a picture of that, because this sea-based HAARP, I've actually seen with my own two eyes when I lived in Hawaii. I've seen it. It was weird looking. Hold on. Alright, so when I lived in Hawaii for 25 years, my boyfriend at the time, now husband, and I were at the beach on Maui. You know, it's the thing you do out there in Hawaiian Islands. You go to the beach. It's beautiful. And all the beach everybody on that beach stood up and went to the sea's shore, because we saw this with our own two eyes. This was back in maybe 2000 and I'm going to say maybe 2005 or 2006. We saw this sitting for about 4 or 5 days off the Maui coast. It's called the Au Channel, A-U-A-U. It was sitting in the Au Channel and was sitting there for 4 or 5 days, and we would go down to the beach every day and just see it sitting there. We had no idea what it was. All we knew was it wasn't right. And when I saw that, the first thing I was worried about were the whales. It was whale season, and I looked at my husband and said, you know what? That thing won't just kill one whale. That thing will kill an entire family, whatever it is. So I remember this clearly. Oh, this was creepy. Here's another one. That one. Creepy shit. Okay, so that was the HAARP SBX-1. Like I said, 2006, 2005, something like that is when we saw it with our own eyeballs. And it took this long to finally find out what it was. Alright, so this sea-based HAARP, which could have been responsible for Fukushima, okay? Be open-minded. It was heading towards Japan. It was heading in that direction when I saw it. Alright, so I don't know how many of those SPX-1s are out there. There could be, I'm sure there's more than one. But there's rumor that the HAARP SPX-1 is what caused the earthquakes and Fukushima. Burns your ass, doesn't it? These assholes are, So anyways, and the ionosphere deflected the very narrow beam to the pre-selected target on the Earth's surface or ocean floor. With the X-37B now in orbit, yeah, that's right, we've got the one in orbit. I think I did a video on that. I was working on it. But yes, there is one in orbit. They can beam the narrow beam earthquake-inducing radio frequencies from directly over the target. Haiti, Japan, Iran, waters off Puerto Rico or California, Yellowstone National Park, New Madrid fault line. I'm going to read that again. Alright. Hold on. Let me find the picture of the one in orbit. Alright, here it is. The X-37B Orbital HAARP. So, they've got one up there. And, guys, satellites can only be in low Earth orbit, if I said that correctly. Okay? So, I'm not disputing there's satellites out there. What I dispute are quote-unquote deep space satellites. No, those don't exist. Get that out of your minds. But low Earth, atmospheric orbit, something like that. I'm no scientist. So, okay, back to the article. Oh, I'm having a crisis here. Oh, I'm sorry. I got the idea they don't like me doing this video. They just tweaked my computer, so I'm gonna run this to its end. Okay, so with the X-37B now in orbit, picture I just showed you, they can beam the narrow beam earthquake-inducing radio frequencies from directly over the target. Haiti, Japan, just like I said, Japan. Okay, Fukushima. Iran, waters off Puerto Rico. Okay, California. This is where we're getting a lot of earthquakes. Okay, Yellowstone National Park, New Madrid fault line. They need to add in there Kodiak, Alaska. Anyway, so to wrap this up, earthquakes identical in depth and magnitude. Ooh. Should be interesting. I haven't even read this yet. So we're going to read this together. Earthquakes identical in depth and magnitude on the same fault are only caused by inducing frequency linear projection, HAARP beaming. Anyways, a synchronized orbiting satellite can generate concentrated frequency projections targeting specific points on the Earth's surface below. The signature of a HAARP-induced earthquake are earthquakes at 10-kilometer depths and with no foreshocks. The earthquake-inducing radio frequency was determined to be 2.5 Hertz. But since scientists around the world can now detect and identify a HAARP-induced earthquake by that frequency, the United States is now using sustained propagations of between 2.0 and 3.0 earthquakes. I'm going to bet you that's going to answer a lot of questions. Alright, everybody. Oh! There's the original picture. Okay, I'm ending it. They're screwing with me, and I can't do nothing. Okay. Hasta la vista. Until next time. Chill. Have a good day.